All right, we're here at my VermiHut indoor worm bin, and last time we were in here we had some newspaper on top, but they have eaten it all because it has been 18 days since we were in here. We just got back from our trip and we are feeding all of the worm bins. So this is going to be our last feeding before we rotate. So one of the things I want to do is kind of bulk it up a little bit, and when we were in here last we kind of did things out of order. I had to bury some of the long-term food on the front and back here because I forgot to put it underneath, and then we put a paper towel right here on top and then put the amendments there. So I'm wondering, they kind of did away with that paper towel as they were trying to go for the amendments. Now, when we were in here, we gave them a good feeding. We put in a banana peel, a whole overripe banana, and I'm wondering if we're going to smell some alcohol smell from it. Put in some apple cores, lettuce stalks, strawberry tops, some more pieces of lettuce and stalks, a pepper stem, as well as some onion and a new avocado shell. So let's keep digging in and see how they did. I think this right here may be part of the paper towel. That might be the most we see, and I'm already starting to feel some stuff here. This is probably some of that bedding, the shredded cardboard we put in, because we did put a lot on because I knew I was going to be gone for so long. So let's just kind of dig in and flip it around. And oh yeah, here is an avocado shell. And oh, check that out. Awesome worm ball. Let's just kind of look at it here for a second. I love how the worms just really enjoy those avocados. In fact, I call them avocados because of it, because they're all having a party up there. And let's see, how about right here in the middle? Really good showing. Lots of worms all throughout, but they have eaten all that food. And I'm not surprised because it's been 2.5 weeks, but they're doing a really good job of breaking down the bedding too. Certainly they're going to eat that last after they eat the food, and actually they'll probably eat it along with the food, but you just kind of see it go last. So let's go into the sides here and see if any of the long-term food is left. And some of that long-term food was some older avocado shells, a mango seed, a pepper stalk, and some leftover carrots from a couple feedings ago. And I think right here is the mango seed. Let's go ahead and look inside that. There's definitely some worms on the very side of it, but sometimes they like to go inside. And yep, there's a couple. Any of the cotyledon that was in there is long gone, and now it's just kind of a hideout for them. This seed itself is probably going to take close to a year to break down totally, and it'll go through many trays. And let me see if any of those carrots are left. I don't think they're going to be. I'm feeling something crunchy, and that is the other avocado shell. Now this one is younger than this one. This one looks like the one that we had just put in, and this one right here has been in a while, and you can hear it kind of crunch. Now these definitely take a while. They just get smaller and smaller. I'm not really sure how much they eat of them, but we'll just help them along right there. And here is that pepper stem. Will just kind of help break up right there. All right, I think that's it for this side. Let's go ahead and look on the other side, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and aerate the whole bin and check it out. They're all going down, and then we will feed them. So here is another older avocado shell, same thing. A little bit of worm party there, but they know that that's the newer avocado. And I'll just get these stickers off. Might as well take those off because I think they'll come right off pretty easily. All right, no signs of that carrot, but here is a little bit of pepper skin. All right, I'm going to gather this to the side. Hopefully I'll remember to put it down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and aerate this tray. All right, so I did remember to put all the old stuff in here, and I've kind of made a little bit of a wider trough because I want to get the level pretty high since I know this is the last feeding. We're going to put a lot of bedding in here and a lot of good wet food. So in we go with some big handfuls of shredded cardboard. Another big one, and I don't know if you have seen just how tiny these shreds are, but they are fantastic. And what I do is I just take corrugated cardboard and I put it in a 12-sheet crosscut micro shredder. The 12-sheet is what makes it able to go through the cardboard. The crosscut makes it small, and the micro makes it really small. All right, there we go. So to start off, we are going to put in some pumpkin guts. Oh, it's so nasty. We had a really good time carving pumpkins with our kids, but it was kind of towards the middle of the month, and since we're in Florida, I actually have to freeze them because they will get nasty and they won't be able to be out for Halloween. So what we end up doing is we throw them in the freezer and then we take them out right before everybody starts trick-or-treating, and they last for another 3 hours and they kind of melt down. Put them back in the freezer and then they go to my worms. So there we go, just a little bit more, and there are some seeds in there as well. Next, we just have an assortment of kind of the regular food that we put in here. I put another banana peel in here, and when we were digging around, I didn't smell any kind of alcohol smell from the banana, but if you put a whole banana in, you might see that or smell that, I mean. And then here is an apple. It is frozen just like all my other food, so I'm just gonna try and put some holes in it. I expect this to be around when we check in here in about 10 days. In fact, they may go for that last. We'll put in some pineapple peas, some stalks of lettuce, strawberries. Let's see what else we have in here. Looks like we've got some celery, a little bit of a carrot, but this will do well for them. They've got some fast and slow food in here. Slow food, super fast food, slow food, fast food, and slow food on the top. Oh, and we got a little mushroom too. I have no idea. We'll see what that does. I'll put it right there in the middle. That was a little bit nasty, so I'm just gonna wipe my hands, and this will be what I put as the cover. Next, we're gonna put in some worm chow, and this is a very special blend. No, actually, all my worm chow is a special blend because it's just expired grains from my pantry. And this one has quinoa, coconut sugar, confectioner's sugar, which they always come in big packages, and I don't know why because I never use that much of it. And then finally, it has an ice cream cone that I shredded up in my magic bullet blender. No two batches of my worm chow is ever the same, and this is just some leftover coffee grounds that we use and some tea grounds too, and it has a lot of mold in here, and that's because it's been sitting for 18 days too. And then finally we'll go in with some eggshell grit, again pulverized with my magic bullet blender. And if you want to look at any of my worm equipment, I've got affiliate links both in the pinned comment and in the description. And when I look, it looks like there's some bigger chunks. I probably should have ground it up a little bit more because the worms really aren't going to be able to swallow those. I like to get it down really powdery so they can ingest it. And then finally I'll just add some more shredded cardboard so we can bulk it up. And one of the things that I love about this VermiHut is that it has this lid, and the lid really helps to take the moisture from all the areas and volume within this, and it condenses up on the ceiling of that lid and just kind of drips back down. So even though this was put in dry, we will find that this is really damp when we come in here again. So the next time that we check on this VermiHut, we should be doing a rotation, and I'm pretty excited because I think we're going to get back to our 60 days. We've been rotating the 4 trays that are on here every 60 days, and I think if you run it with all 5 trays, you could probably get down to 45, but I use one of them as a sifter for my outdoor worm bin and for my VermiHut. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope your worm bins are doing well. So happy vermicomposting, everybody. Take care now. It's been a while since I've done this. What do I say?
So, I hope you're having a good day. I hope your worm bins are doing well.
What is this?
Coffee grounds.
Why are you laughing so hard? Coffee grounds. Interesting.